Hello everyone, it's Dead Meme here, here to talk about video games of course, and of course today it's Final Fantasy. So we're here in Limsa, down in the mists. Uh, it seems like a nice day. You may want to have a beach party or a pool party of some kind. And I think that we're not the only ones who thinks that. So to put this into context, I am from Genova, which is not in the infamous Balmung server group, but due to the new system, I'm able to travel here. If you want to access this, when you're in the login screen, if you right-click on your character's name, you're able to select a data center in which to enter. It can take some time, but this is Final Fantasy's famous, notorious RP scene, whatever you would like to call it. Many people have come. You have some people having a good time here with the names. The Weeaboo Police. The pool's closed. Yeah, and whether or not the pool is closed due to an acquired immunodeficiency has been asked, or whether or not all the cat girls also have an acquired immunodeficiency. But, dad jokes aside. And of course, I've brought a trusty companion if it will ever load in. There it is. The poor salt and pepper seal. I will destroy its innocence today by infecting it with Balmung. So we're still pretty early. I just wanted to come sooner so that I can hopefully actually log in, because I imagine that once, I believe it's 8 CST, when this is when the actual event occurs, they're going to give out Twitch links, and you'll be able to watch DJs and whatnot. But, you know, there's not a lot to do here till then, so maybe we can see what you can do in a data center when you travel between data centers. So I also have the chat strategically covered, of course, because, well, right now it's amazing. So but we're gonna try using the dungeon finder or the duty finder while in a while visiting from another world to see what happens. Oh, it lets you do it. If I don't get a junk dungeon, maybe I'll run it and record it, and you can watch me be a mediocre healer. Oh, I like this one. The music here is always a little weird. So I haven't been on my white mage in quite some time. But I imagine, how hard can it be, right? I find many of the lower level dungeons, or anything that's like 2 expansions behind anyway, it's nerfed compared to what it was. Like, I remember when this dungeon came out, it feels like maybe 6 years ago. It was definitely, it was a lot harder back then, that's for sure. And the heroic version of this, or not heroic version, that's WoW, the hard version, or the enhanced version of this, yeah, the mechanics were strange. It used to give a lot of parties a rough time. Yeah, a white mage, and they're blinding the entire party. I do enjoy how Holy 3 kind of explodes above your head, and it no longer fries the eyeballs of all your friends. Or the people you've paid to be your friends. I don't know how much of this I'm going to edit out. I don't know how much dead air I could fill and how much of my voice you really want to hear. So, I guess I played a lot of white mage. I did. I mained it in Shadowbringers. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what made Shadowbringer so special. Why White Mage was so much better. Like, I knew it did a lot more damage, and the Blood Lilies were pretty cool. And it kind of, it did really alter the way you play. And White Mage got a bit flashier with all the holy magic, or the glare and whatnot. Alright. So let's see how the people of the Aether Data Center do in old school content. I find many of the bosses, it's almost like playing some of these old school games where you just gotta find the boss's pattern. Like, you'll probably notice, like, for me, like, I go right to the exact same spot over and over. Like, there's no, especially on some of these bosses where you can really telegraph the battle, like, you know exactly what they're gonna do. Yeah, thing's over half dead. Oh, ice skating time. Yeah, and the outright healing capacity of Medica, I just absolutely love it. Like, it's not difficult to keep people alive in these lower level dungeons with just a simple, like, regen wannabe. Wait for ice to hit. And slide across. Yeah, guess how many times I've done this. Too many to count. Yeah, I'm in some bad habits. I'm not casting my, I'm not burning off at least one lily, but Blood Lily's not available, so I'm not really hurting much for DPS. One thing I've noticed, though, being on the Aether Data Center, well, I don't know if it's the Aether Data Center or just Balmung, the amount of people that are just roaming around, it's nuts. Like, Old on my server is empty. Like, there's no one there. Like, even, like, during prime time, but I run around Old here, and it's like, holy shit. The other thing that I found really surprising, like, I expected Linza to be packed, but, like, it was beyond what I was expecting. And the glamour people here, they're definitely, they're taking it to the next level. They're being quite serious about it. Yeah. Oh, we got a sprout tank. Yeah, tanking. I did it for a little while in Realm Reborn. It was fun. I felt you needed to know the fight a bit better than some of the other classes do. Like, you could follow the herd when it comes to the raids for, like say even Puppet's Bunker. If you're alert enough, you barely need to know the fight. You can just kind of follow the group as it moves, and you'll miss most of the mechanics, won't get you, so. But I found with tank, it didn't quite work that way. Alright. I think we fight another boss soon? Yeah, pretty soon. Again, I don't know how much this I'm gonna edit, but I don't know. Maybe I could show you guys me playing the game once in a while instead of me being a creep. Yeah, this one, I find a lot of people don't do it. Oh, no venison available. Yeah, it seems like a fair number of people. Well, it doesn't wipe you like it used to, like, or it doesn't wipe a person out. But some of the mechanics are lost to some people. Oh, I guess she does know a little bit more than I expected. Burn off a few of those lilies. Get rid of a few cooldowns so that I recharging something. One tip that I guess I could give, playing a fair bit of healer, if you have an enemy targeted and your tank is doing a relatively good job, you can hit T to get your tank, and then you push T again to get the target. Like, simple little method to give you an edge so you don't have to click on them or push F1. Assuming you didn't change your settings. Oh, she's moving around. Yeah, I typically greed everything as well. I'm decent at a lot of things. I like to... I'm trying to level the crafts and get the various achievements, and it's a lot cheaper to decent things and get crystals and components. Sometimes you can get some pretty expensive things and you're actually better off like selling the material rather than even crafting with it. And some servers have really wonky economies. Like, I've seen Electrum ingots sell for like 1,500 gil a piece on Genova. I'm like, why are you spending that? Like, it just feels really weird to me. Oh, silence. That's fine. Oh, that got a little scary. But I guess dropping my little healing bubble, or my old people brain, my asylum, preemptively definitely helps. I can remember playing the original Final Fantasy, and the being silenced would wipe a group no problem. Like, the criticalness of having a healer silenced, and they typically were like 20-ish seconds or greater. Like, that would be enough to flatten an XP party in FF11. Alright, we're doing some good times. Yeah, the amount of off-global cooldowns can give you the opportunity to pop a holy or two while you're playing as White Mage, which is nice. Like, holy it's phenomenal. It has that stun attached to it. It blinds all your teammates. Alrighty. So, this was always an interesting fight. Whether or not people understand the this part, when you gotta dump the denial area attack. And it seems like right now, people are doing it, at least in a more desirable fashion. Yeah, so now we can avoid the void zone because everyone has dropped it in a good place. Okay, let's... Yeah, someone's got to get hurt so I can burn the lease and not look like a total noob. Go. So now we need 2 on each. Me and the machinist are going to hit these ones up. And I'm going to look like a moron. Donuts! Anti-donut. Alright, so when he does his book move, we're going to see 3 rings this time. And here we go. Let's roll with the team. And everyone dumps their stuff into places. Yeah, we'll likely have to move in directly after. Yeah, there it is. GG, everyone. Tank did a good job. Let's say thank you. Hope Reed rolls some stuff. Because, like, you know, 27 million gil isn't enough. Yay, got accommodation. People didn't think I was terrible. So, Duty Finder works when you visit other realms or visit other data centers. The load times for me here have been pretty brutal, but I think it could just be like the congestion levels of this server. Like, I don't see a load time like this very often on Genova, but Genova I think is pretty much a it's a low population server. But I don't know how interesting watching a black screen is, so we'll come back to this later.